Have you ever felt a quiet sting, a subtle weight settling upon your chest after someone's words sliced through the air? It's not always a shouted insult, but perhaps a dismissive glance, a backhanded compliment, or a casual remark that subtly diminishes your journey, your choices, your very being. In those moments, a shadow falls, and you might find yourself questioning the path you walk, the dreams you hold, or the person you're becoming. You might wonder quietly if there's something inherently wrong with you, something that invites such swift and ready assessment from others. This feeling, this subtle erosion of self, is a universal ache. We've all been there, standing in the quiet aftermath of someone else's judgment, trying to piece ourselves back together, trying to understand why our existence seems to invite such scrutiny. It's in these vulnerable spaces that we often search for answers, looking inward for flaws, when perhaps the answer lies elsewhere, in a deeper understanding of the human heart itself. Imagine, for a moment, that every harsh word, every critical comment, every sneering dismissal hurled your way, carries not the weight of your perceived shortcomings, but the invisible burden of the person speaking them. What if their need to label, to categorize, to diminish, stems not from a true understanding of who you are, but from a profound internal landscape of their own making? Think of it this way. When we encounter someone who seems quick to point out faults, quick to belittle accomplishments, or quick to condemn unconventional paths, they are often unconsciously trying to elevate themselves. Their judgment acts like a fragile ladder, built on the perceived deficiencies of others, hoping to lift themselves a little higher, to feel a little stronger, a little more secure in their own shaky world. It's a subtle, often subconscious, attempt to rebalance an inner scale that feels tipped against them. Perhaps they see in you a spark they've long extinguished in themselves. The courage to pursue a dream, the freedom to express a unique style, the peace found in a simple life, these can sometimes mirror back their own unfulfilled desires, their own unspoken fears, their own road not taken. And facing these reflections can be uncomfortable, even painful. It's easier then to dim the mirror, to find a flaw in the reflection, rather than to acknowledge the quiet longing within their own soul. They judge not because you are truly flawed, but because your light highlights a shadow they prefer not to see in themselves. This isn't to excuse unkindness, but to offer a lens of understanding, a different way to interpret the subtle cruelties of the world. It shifts the burden from your shoulders and places it gently back where it belongs, with the one who carries the insecurity. When we realize that judgment is often a projection, a defense mechanism born of personal struggles and unaddressed pain, its sting begins to lose its power. The words don't penetrate as deeply because you understand their true origin. They become less about you and more about the landscape of the speaker's inner world, a landscape you have no control over. This realization is a powerful step towards inner healing. It allows you to reclaim your emotional space, to guard the sanctuary of your own self-worth. You are not responsible for another person's discomfort with their own life, their own choices, their own fears. You are not obligated to shrink your light to make others feel more comfortable in their own dimness. Instead, you are invited to expand, to grow, to walk your path with quiet confidence, understanding that the opinions of others, especially those rooted in judgment, are often just echoes of their own internal battles. Let that sink in. Their judgment is not a measure of your worth, but often a whisper of their own hidden wounds, their own perceived failings, or their own longing for something they feel they lack. When you truly grasp this, a profound sense of freedom can begin to blossom within you. The urge to explain yourself, to defend your choices, to seek validation from those who judge, slowly dissipates. You realize that your peace doesn't depend on their approval, but on your unwavering acceptance of yourself. So the next time you feel the chill of judgment, pause, take a deep breath. Instead of internalizing the criticism, observe it. See it as an external phenomenon, a ripple on the surface of someone else's ocean, and then gently bring your awareness back to your own steady shore. Remember who you are. Remember your values. Remember the journey you are on. Let the quiet understanding that their words often stem from their own struggles be a shield, not a weapon. Let it foster not resentment, but a profound, quiet compassion, not just for yourself, but for the universal human experience of fear and insecurity that often manifests in such fragile, hurtful ways. In this acceptance, you find not only peace but an unshakable strength, rooted deeply within your own knowing heart.